Charles Oliveira beats Islam Makhachev. Khabib comes back. Khabib fights Oliveira, beats him, submits him. Conor McGregor comes back. The fight gets made. Khabib Conor 2 in Abu Dhabi, September 2023. What happens? It's not going to happen. We're living in a dream world if we think that's going to happen. I think that's the reality. One, it's a dream world like they would ever... they would definitely make Conor Khabib 2 for the money. I mean, it was the biggest pay-per-view of all time in the UFC as far as I'm aware. But there is a succession of things that need to happen in a specific order to get there. Islam is going to have to lose. Oliveira is going to have to win. Khabib would have to come back, even though he has said in every single interview that he's done since he's retired, is that he's respecting what his mum wants, is not for him to fight again. Khabib would then obviously have to beat Charles, and then that fight would have to be made with him and Conor. Could Conor make 155? Would Conor take that fight coming back in? We could go on for days. But what does a Khabib and Oliveira fight look like? Hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, let's say Oliveira gets the win over Islam. Khabib comes back. What does that fight look like? Does it look the same as Oliveira and Islam? Probably not. Because Islam has better striking than Khabib. Khabib probably has better wrestling, even though it's questioned how good of wrestling Islam has versus Khabib. I would still say Khabib probably has the more dominant wrestling. Would you agree? Would you not? I don't know. It's a question. Do I think that Oliveira could beat Khabib? It's always going to be one of those questions. Could Superman beat Batman? Wouldn't we like to know? I mean, realistically, it could happen. There's nothing really stopping it other than the retirement of Khabib. And obviously Oliveira beating Islam, which, again, would be a task in itself based off the fact that Islam is the favorite to win. What if Islam wins? Okay, hypothetical. Islam wins next Saturday. McGregor comes back, wants to fight Islam. Islam gets beaten. Khabib would come back. I think that's the only thing which could get Khabib out of retirement, is if Conor comes back at 155 and beats his fighting partner, protege of Khabib's dad, however we want to frame it. That's the only way we get Khabib out of retirement. And even then, could Khabib make 155, or would the fight have to happen at like a catch weight 165? Imagine how big that pay-per-view would be. How did we get there? I could do this for days. I could say that Khabib and Conor have a fight. Khabib wins. Khamzat Chimaev calls out Khabib. We have the biggest potential Dagestani / Chechen wrestling fight we've ever seen at 170 pounds. The potential is endless when you look at what fights could happen if Khabib comes out of retirement. I don't think he will. I think that's a pipe dream of potential delivery. Because I don't think Khabib will come out of retirement unless Conor came back and beats Islam. I don't think he's going to come out of retirement if Charles beats Islam. I think it's the only way. It doesn't matter who calls him out. He has made that pledge to his mother that he's not coming out of retirement. He is enjoying his life, doing his promotion, working on his farm, being a coach, going different style of life. I think that part of his life is over. He obsessed about it. He did not lose a round. He won. And he's done it. He's got the t-shirt, per se. But I think he'd still come out if Conor beats Islam. 100%. I can't see anything about it. I can't imagine the amount of security that would have to be there if that fight, even if the Conor Islam fight ever happened, if that ever come to, which, I mean, that has a higher chance of happening because Conor does plan to come back, supposedly. 2 fights left in his contract. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Is it all a pipe dream? Will Conor come back, fight Islam? Will Charles beat Islam? Does Charles come back out? Does Khabib come out for Charles? All these potential matchups. This is why the sport is great, because the endless opportunities are there and there's not really that many roadblocks other than what people are verbally saying. Fights get made. Fights happen. People come back out of retirement. We've seen it in other sports. We've seen it in this sport. We've seen GSP come back. We've seen many people come back and fight. It's a great sport. Let me know what you guys think. Leave me a comment down below. What is your, I'll give you this. Answer me this. If you had one scenario that would be your pipe dream of fights, as wild as it could be, what would it be? Let me know. I'm interested because I love this stuff. I love the fact that we could potentially match up anyone from Alex Volkanovski to Khamzat Chimaev in a potential matchup. And then not everybody else in between of that succession. Or loss. Let me know what you guys think. If you're 7 minutes, 19 seconds into this video, you better hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell that notifies you the next time I go live. I appreciate everyone who does watch my videos. And I will see you on the next one.